You've cleared space in the previous lessons. Now you're coming into the commitment phase of the flow framework. So, welcome to lesson 3. I call this one Becoming. Because you've begun to let go of what no longer serves you. Now it's about stepping into the person you've always been evolving into. It's not meant to be a giant, unrealistic leap. It's all about small, deliberate shifts. It's about behaving the way you want to become. And I love saying that. Your identity isn't fixed, it's fluid, and every transition you make, every version of yourself that you step into, brings you closer to the truth. Now I've been through a buttload of transitions. A buttload, yeah. From a design student to creative freelancer to community builder, creative director, agency owner, entrepreneur, brand strategist, educator, story consultant, creative mentor, and now an executive coach. Every evolution, it wasn't about adding layers, but uncovering the essence of who I was becoming. Now, let's dive into that process a little bit, because it's not just about visualizing who you want to be. It's about becoming them one deliberate moment at a time. Now here's the thing, your future self isn't waiting for you to find them. You're already here, shaped by your choices, your habits, and how you show up daily. But evolving into them requires real intention. And this is where visualization comes in super handy. Because when you vividly imagine the person that you want to become, not just the achievements, but the mindset, the values, the energy, you're training your brain to bridge the gap. You're showing yourself what's possible, and you're planting the seeds for change. It's called mental rehearsal. Now, mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as real action. Visualization isn't just for the daydreamers. It's rewiring your brain to act as if. And when you act as if, you start to behave the way you want to become. It's a thing of beauty, I promise. We're going to drop into some guided meditation here, okay? Alright, so get yourself nice and comfortable so we can drop in. Let your shoulders fall. Put your hands on your lap. And let your breath settle into a steady rhythm, okay? I want you to inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale fully. Just let yourself land here in this moment. Now I'm sure some of you are consuming this on the go, so please make some time to be present for yourself later, okay? You know I'm going to keep on demanding you make time for yourself until it becomes a habit, so you may as well just give in now, okay? Alright, if you're ready and if it's safe, close your eyes and imagine yourself 1 year from now. Not a distant fantasy, but a tangible, real version of you. You're stepping into their life. So where are you? What does the space around you feel like? Is it warm? Does it feel expansive, calm? Just take it all in. Notice the way that you carry yourself. Notice your posture. Notice the ease in your movements, the clarity in your mind. Now imagine waking up as this version of you. How do you start your day? What's the very first thing that you do? What habits are grounding you in this moment? Now, I want you to focus on your interactions. How do you show up for the people around you? What kind of energy do you bring into a room? Picture the conversations that you're having. What words do you choose, and how do you make others feel? And finally, tune into your inner world. What's your mindset? How do you talk to yourself? What beliefs shape the way that you navigate your days? This future self is you, clear, grounded, and deliberate. I want you to breathe into that feeling for a moment. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale. And exhale. Your biggest breath yet. Inhale. Hold it at the top. Lock in your vision. Keep holding. And exhale. And come back to your normal breath. When you're ready, open your eyes, if you haven't already. Hello. Now, let's capture what you've just experienced. Writing solidifies the vision. It takes what's abstract and makes it tangible. So, grab your notebook, and I want you to start with this very specific sentence. Today, I am living as the person I was meant to be. And now I want you to just let it flow. Write about your mindset, write about your habits, write about your sense of fulfillment. What does your day look like? How do you handle challenges? Who do you become throughout the process? Now you can pause here if you'd like a little time with yourself. Please do, and just write. I know how it feels to evolve. It can be painful. At every stage of my career, I've had to shed old beliefs and step into these new ones. For example, when I transitioned from freelancer to a community builder, I had to shift from thinking like this lone wolf to someone that leads with connection. And when I moved from creative director into an agency owner, I had to embrace this new level of responsibility, and I had to build systems, which just killed me. And now as a mentor and a coach, I've had to really lean into trusting my instincts, my vision, and really trusting the people that I guide. And these transitions weren't always easy. None of them were easy. They required me to behave as if I was already the person that I wanted to become, to act like the leader, the strategist, the mentor, until it just became second nature, which it did, and it will for you too. Visualization is just the first step in having a say in your evolution. It creates the blueprint, but behavior is what brings it to life. So as you move through this process, keep asking yourself, how would my future self show up right now? What would they choose? How would they act? And then just do that. Every decision, no matter how small, is a vote. It's an investment in the person that you're becoming. Write it down, reflect on it, and commit to the next step. Because transformation isn't a switch that you flip, it's a series of deliberate choices. And once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. I guarantee that. You'll just know. And when you know, that's when you'll seriously start to flow.